Yes, hello and welcome back to another Doctor Who video where today I'm going to be ranking the 360th anniversary specials from my least favourite to my most favourite. Now, I've got to say, I do absolutely love these stories. No matter what I say, there are always going to be little bad bits that I don't like, and there's always going to be incredible bits that I absolutely love. This is already, it's so much better than the things we got with Jodie, and I'm so excited for the future, more excited than I think I've ever been before in all of my life about Doctor Who. So yeah, no matter what I say about these stories, no matter what the duds are, I love them. So coming in third and last place is going to have to be the Starbeats, the first 60th anniversary special. Alright, first I'm going to talk about some of the positives of the story, things that I really liked. So number one, the 14th Doctor and Donna. From right when they bumped into each other in the middle of the street, you could tell that it was exactly like it was 15 years ago with David Tennant and Catherine Tate. It's like they'd never been apart. The comedic timing between the two actors was completely perfect. Of course, in this episode we also got introduced to Rose, as played by Yasmin Finney, a transgender character, one of the first in Doctor Who, if not the first, and I think she portrayed her very, very well. There were a couple of moments where I was like, that was a little bit flat, the line wasn't performed to best, but I think as a character she worked really well in this story. I don't know if I'd want to see her again, but I don't think I'd really mind it if she did come back. Sylvia, of course, Donna's mum, she was in this story again, and it was so cute how she kept trying to protect Donna from the aliens and the spaceships, being like, no, they don't exist, what are you on about, I didn't say anything. It was really, really sweet, and I loved that for her, because in series 4 you got the idea that she didn't really care too much about Donna. Obviously she's a mum, she'll care, but you got the gist of I'm not going to put up with this for much longer, you need to go out, you need to get a job, etc, etc. And it's really nice seeing it in this protective way. And the villain in this story was the Meep, which is a twist that I did see coming because I knew about the comics. But if anyone didn't know about the comics, I'm sure that twist would have been really, really surprising. It was very well played in the episode, and I did enjoy the reveal. And Miriam Margolyes, she's good as a voice actress. I'd never realised before. She's very good. Now I'm going to talk about the main reason why this episode is in last place, and it's mostly because of the Dr. Donna thing. So the Doctor says some words, I couldn't tell you what they are, and basically that means binary, and Donna's mind kind of burns, and then she gets all the memory back, everything, as in she's got the Time Lord mind again, so she's fixing the spaceship with the Doctor again, and then she dies for a bit. But then it passes on to Rose, which I think that's a good idea. It passes on to your offspring. I think that's a very good idea. But the bit that I really, really, really don't like is the fact that they kind of gloss over it in the next two, which I know isn't really this episode's fault, but so. And the fact that they got rid of this thing, which would kill them if they ever remembered the Doctor, by the way. It would kill them. They got rid of it by letting it go. I don't think that's feasible. I don't think that's really a good end to something that's actually so high stakes. But still, overall, I found this episode very fun, very enjoyable, and a good start to the 60th anniversary trilogy. So in second place, not my favourite, not my least favourite, right in the middle of the road for me is the second special, Wild Blue Yonder. Dear Lord of Christ, this one was a weird one, but I absolutely adore it for it. It was so mysterious and atmospheric from the start. You could tell something weird was about to go down. You've got the Doctor and the Donna landing on this isolated spaceship with nothing but a robot, and it's walking through a long bit naff looking CGI corridor, let's be honest, but it was a big long corridor. No, and they didn't know why it was walking down there. They didn't know what was triggering it, but every now and then alarms would go off, things would shift, and it would take a little step. Fast forwarding a little bit to when we found out about the main villains, which we still technically don't really know, but they are kind of, I think what we've called them are the not things, basically the nothings. They come from nothing, they are nothing, they take the form of whoever are closest by them, and they slowly start to become them so they can take over whatever they had. That is an incredible idea. Both David and Catherine played their parts as the evil doppelgangers really, really well, I have to say. And the bit at the end as well, where the Doctor picked up the wrong Donna and flew away for a bit, I thought that was it for a second, the music was ramping up, the ship actually began to explode and the bombs were moving up towards Donna. And I thought, wow, is the last special going to have this fake Donna, and is she going to try and infiltrate UNIT and the TARDIS and Earth and whatever? But ultimately, the Doctor did go back and save the real Donna, which, yeah, I am very happy. I don't think I could have dealt with it, to be honest. So yeah, overall for this one, very strong episode, very weird, very freaky, very, very, very... I can't even think of the words. I'm lost for words about it, genuinely. The only thing that I think is a bit of a negative is the CGI does look a little bit daft at some points, especially when the Doctor and Donna are like the not things Dr. Donna, they're growing in size, they're running through the corridor, and they're kind of like pushing the car that the Doctor and Donna are riding on to get away, and it spins about. That looks a bit fake, to be honest, but apart from that, like, the story's very, very, very strong. So that means in first place is the giggle. It had to be the giggle, let's be honest. This was, Russell said, I believe, he said this was the main anniversary special. This was the main 60th anniversary special because it's got all the callbacks, it's got an old companion, it's got the next Doctor in, for goodness sake. Mel returned, Una returned, Kate Lethbridge-Stewart returned. Oh my god, Wilf! I didn't even mention Wilf in the last one. That's a big positive. Wilf was back. Fantastic. Didn't get to see any of him in this one, though, because obviously the actor was too ill to film anymore. But yeah, Wilf's a massive plus and well beyond her. Jesus Christ, how did I forget Wilf? Anyway, this one also featured an old returning villain from Doctor Who we haven't seen since 1966. The Toymaker came back, played by Neil Patrick Harris, and he did it so well. He really embodied the whole role of this mad and sinister being who just toys with us however he pleases. Throughout this whole episode, the stakes felt so high. It really did feel like it was the end of the world coming. And of course, about 2/3 of the way through, the Doctor was killed and he bi-generated, which I think it was well done, but I think it does need a bit more of an explanation as to what really happened. And, you know, about the TARDIS and the Doctor himself did it, because Russell's saying it happened with everyone, but I don't know how. I'm still a bit mind boggled about that, but I have faith and I feel like it will be more added on in Ncuti's era. Of course, at the end of the episode as well, we got the interior TARDIS for Ncuti's TARDIS, which is basically the same, except for it's got a jukebox, which is very nice. I like having a little bit in the TARDIS, making it a bit more unique. And the gold light as well, I really like that. I didn't think I would. I hate like yellow and gold lights normally, like LEDs. But it worked in the TARDIS really well. And of course, we've got the 15th Doctor's theme, his main little action theme, which I'm a huge fan of, by the way. Murray Gold was yet another absolutely banging tune, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that's about all I've got to say, I think, for those 3 anniversary specials, and I absolutely love them. I'm not sure if they were quite as strong as 50th anniversary specials, in my opinion, but much stronger than the things we've had for the last 6 years, easily. So yeah, I'm welcoming RTD back with open arms after them. I'm so excited for Christmas special. Bring on Ncuti, man. I'm genuinely so excited.